Archon, the origin introduction. In the kingdom of Aethel, power was law. Society valued only the Trinity, war, abundance, and command. The House Ferrus, a lineage of generals, personified this might, expecting its heir to manifest a commanding ability. The name Ferrus was synonymous with unyielding leadership, forged over centuries of military dominance. Kael Ferrus reached his 18th year under the shadow of this crushing expectation. He yearned for fire, the voice of command, something to honor his family's legacy. The moment of the ability's manifestation was a public ceremony, a ritual that would seal his noble destiny. The crowd held its breath, anticipating the roar of a new leader. But when the magic erupted, there was no fire, no battle cry. Kael merely saw. The great hall, his father's armor, even the king's goblet, all dissolved into lines of energy and stress points. It was structural sight, the ability to analyze the perfect composition of all things. The silence that followed was devastating. Patriarch Ferrus trembled with shame. Kael's ability neither created nor destroyed. It merely critiqued what was already made. The whispers began, the parasite's gaze. A Ferrus could not be a passive analyst. It was an aberration, a deep dishonor. Kael's fate was sealed by the rejection of his own bloodline. The following day, Kael was disinherited. The sentence: immediate exile to the Ash Gorge, a treacherous, mountainous region known to be a graveyard for ambitious settlers. House Ferrus hoped the inhospitable nature and unstable soil would prove, once and for all, the uselessness of his weak vision. Kael arrived in the Ash Gorge alone, the rocky, impenetrable mountain range towering as a monument to his failure. The terrain was a chaos of unstable basalt. Yet, his structural sight, once a curse, became a compass. The fault lines were maps, the quartz veins, promises. For the first month, Kael lived in isolation, using his sight to construct a hidden base. He dug drainage tunnels, created foundations that merged with the bedrock, and used the minimum material for maximum security. His small dwelling was structurally flawless, something Aethel's brute force could never equal. A month into his settlement, Kael found his first sign of life. At the foot of the ravine, he found a woman, Lira, weak, wounded, and unconscious, fleeing something society had also rejected. Her body trembled from trauma and hunger. Kael, the outcast, offered his hand. Kael took Lira back to his base, offering her sustenance and safety. During her recovery, Lira discovered Kael was not just kind, he was a master architect. Her ability, the hand whisper perceiving an object's history through touch, echoed Kael's metalwork. This was built without flaw. Lira, branded by the stigma of her own useless ability in Aethel, saw in Kael and his despised vision the true potential. Together, the architect and the whisper raised a new standard. They named their foundation Archon, the city of refuge. It was the beginning of a kingdom built not on might, but on the perfection of structure and mutual acceptance.